Namaste everyone, welcome back here. So today we will do the downward facing dog pose and the horse riding pose. So how to get into the downward facing and how to get from downward facing to the horse riding. So let's get started. And we will learn all the modification and alignment. So we will do first downward facing dog pose. For that, you have to sit in Shashankasana. Relax in Shashankasana. In Shashankasana, your big toes touching, heels dropped, and sitting on your heels, and keeping the hands active and straight. So distance between both the legs is shoulder width apart. Or if it's stiff shoulder, you can open your hands wider than your shoulder. Now press your palms, come on to kneel, and keeping your feet open, hips width apart. So check your knees and your feet. Is it open, hips width apart or not? If not, keep it in line. And then tuck your toes, curve your toes, and then lift your knees and push your hips up and back. Lift the sitting bone higher. So first, no need to straighten the legs. First, keeping the knees bended, heels lifted, and just keep pushing the hips back like you're pressing the sitting bone on wall. Same action. And check your alignment, the hands alignment. Keep pressing the root of the fingers, palms flatten. And lift the body weight from the wrist, from your elbow and from your shoulder. And your neck becomes free in this position. So there is no any tension. Keep pushing your hips up and back. So this is downward facing. And if you're straightening your legs, push your top thigh back and straighten here. Now walk your feet slightly forward, few inches. Then you can rest the heels down. And again, the pinky toe and your outside of the feet should be in line. So it goes out, toes slightly in. Again, keep pushing your hips up and back. Lift your sitting bone. So this is adjustment. So here, this is a reminder how to maintain the body weight on your both the hands and both the legs. So this is the adjustment to understand how to maintain. Now I am pushing the hips up and back. I'm lifting the hips with my hands and also at the same time pushing the hips back. So now here when I'm pushing this, there's less pressure on the hand and the body weight goes back towards the legs. So this is the way you can maintain the body weight by pushing your hips up and back, okay? So this is the downward facing dog pose, perfect. Now inhale, lean forward. And take your right leg front between your palms. And rest your back knee down, the left knee down. You can tuck your toes or you can point. The final position, toes point. And finger in cup shape of your finger. Now horse riding alignment, the front knee above the ankle. So you have to walk this foot slightly forward. So knee above the ankle, more forward. And take support with your fingers to maintain the spine straight. And the back leg. Most of the people, they are dropping the heels out and losing the energy. So when you're dropping your heels, now it's hard to maintain the back leg active. So do not drop your heels, keep pressing the top of the feet and extend the shin bone. Try to press your shin bone down to the mat. So when you're pushing this, hip is going to automatically align. If you're losing the back leg, you're losing the control from your hips. So as you inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, go deeper and deeper from your hips. So this is the horse riding pose. Next variation is you can hands on your hips. So shift your body weight to the right foot. And hands on your hips. Extend your tailbone. Shoulders back, elbows in and chest open. And next variation, you can raise your hands up and hands in prayer. If possible, you can separate your hands. Raise your hands up and join your palms here. And third variation, you can arch back. If you want to more intense like back bending, then arch. Otherwise, it's fine. And then after exhale, lean forward, press your palms down, and you have to tuck your left toe first. And then lift your back knee here, shift your body weight on your palms and take your right leg back in downward facing dog pose. Now inhale, lean forward, take your left leg front between your palms. Now you can see the palm is lifting when you're placing the foot between the palms. So your hands should not be lifted. You have to maintain the pressure on your hands. You have to shift your body weight. So we'll use block, the two block. Back to Sanchalanasana. Now hands on block. So hold the block with your thumb. Now inhale, take your left leg front without lifting your palm. Here, perfect. And then rest the right knee down and toes point. Keep pressing the right top of the foot and align your front leg, knee above the ankles. More walk your left leg front. Here. Inhale, lengthen. You can fingertips your hands or you can palms flatten. Make sure the spine should be straight. There is no round on the back. Now here, where you're feeling the stretch on your right groin, the root of your thigh, and the right quad, the front of your right thigh. Keep pressing the left inner arch of your foot and keep pressing the back top of your foot. Now slowly, hands on your hips is the next variation. Without lifting your hips, when you're coming up, make sure you're not disturbing your hips. Just hands on hips and feel the more stretch on your right root of your thigh because the intense way. And the next variation, more intense, hands up. Now it's hard to maintain the balance. Okay? And then after next variation, throw your hands back and just fully open. So when you're arching your back, you have to go deeper from your hips. And then slowly come back. Press your palms. Now how to come back? Lift the back knee, shift your body weight on your palms and your left leg back downward, facing dog pose. And then slowly come back to the Sanchalanasana. And relax here for a couple of breaths. So this is the way to practice downward facing and horse riding pose. Thank you so much. Namaste.